He conquered death itself. He made the gods bow. But a single child's faith summoned an avatar so violent, so terrifying, that even Lord Brahma refused to approach him. This is Narasimha. The form Vishnu took when mercy was no longer enough. His name was Hiranyakashipu. Driven by the memory of his brother's death at the hands of Vishnu's boar avatar, he burned with a hatred that threatened to consume the cosmos. He retreated to Mount Mandara, standing on his tiptoes for ages, his focus absolute, until a mystical fire from his head scorched the very heavens. When Lord Brahma finally appeared, the demon king did not ask for immortality, he knew better. Instead, he designed a cage of conditions so specific, it seemed to guarantee eternal life. He demanded, "Grant that I not die from any being created by you. Let me not die indoors, nor outdoors. Let me not die during the day, nor at night. Let me not die on the ground, nor in the sky. Let me not be killed by any man, nor by any beast. And let me not be killed by any weapon." Brahma, bound by his word, granted the seemingly unbreakable boon. Armed with this invincibility, Hiranyakashipu unleashed a reign of terror across 3 worlds. He threw Indra from his throne and issued a new law: all must worship him as the Supreme Lord. Anyone who dared speak the name of Vishnu was crushed. But Brahma's boon had a flaw. One the demon never saw coming. While the father conquered the universe, his son, Prahlad, surrendered his heart to the enemy. Taught by the sage Narada even before birth, Prahlad was born a devotee. While other demons studied war, he chanted the forbidden name. The conflict was inevitable. Hiranyakashipu, beaming with pride, asked his son to share the greatest lesson he had learned. He expected a warrior's answer. Instead, Prahlad replied calmly, "To hear the glories of Lord Vishnu and to offer oneself completely in his service is the highest knowledge." The king's face contorted with a rage that terrified his own court. This wasn't just disobedience, it was a cosmic insult. He screamed, "You fool! I am the supreme lord of this universe. Who is this Vishnu you speak of?" Prahlad looked at the tyrant with compassion and delivered the ultimate rebellion: "Father, he is everywhere. He is in you, he is in me, and he is in every atom of this creation." Hiranyakashipu's rage reached its breaking point. He decided that if his son would not renounce Vishnu, he would be destroyed. First, the gods struck him with swords. But as the boy chanted, "Om Namo Narayane," the steel shattered against his skin. Next came the poison. A deadly brew meant to stop his heart instantly. The boy smiled, offered the cup to his lord, and drank. The poison turned to nectar in his throat. Then came the fire. The king called upon his sister, Holika, who possessed a shawl that made her immune to flames. She sat on a massive pyre, clutching the boy tight, intending to burn him alive. But as the flames roared, a divine wind swept through the fire. The shawl flew from her shoulders and wrapped itself around Prahlad. Holika was consumed by the fire she thought she could control, while the boy sat amidst the inferno, cool and untouched. Frustrated, the demon king ordered his war elephants to trample the child. The massive beasts charged, the ground shaking under their weight. But as they reached the praying child, they stopped dead in their tracks. Their rage vanished, and they bowed before him. Finally, Hiranyakashipu had him thrown from the highest mountain cliff. As Prahlad fell, he did not scream. He chanted. And he landed on the earth below as softly as a flower. Each miracle only deepened the demon's fury. He didn't know, he was summoning the avatar himself. Hiranyakashipu dragged Prahlad into the grand assembly hall, his eyes burning with madness. The tension in the room was suffocating. He needed to break the boy's spirit, to prove that his physical power was greater than this invisible faith. He pointed a trembling finger to a massive, cold stone column. "You wretched child! You say your Vishnu is everywhere. If that is true, is he in this pillar?" Prahlad looked at the cold stone. He didn't see a rock, he saw his lord. His voice was steady, cutting through the silence. "He was, he is, and he will be. Yes, Father, he is in the pillar." That was the final straw. With a roar that shook the palace, the demon king swung his heavy make and smashed it against the stone. Then I'll send you and your Vishnu to the same end. The pillar didn't just break. It exploded. A deafening crack split the universe. From the dust and blinding light, a form materialized that defied all logic. It was not man. It was not beast. It was Narasimha. A colossal humanoid body topped with the snarling, terrifying head of a lion. His eyes blazed like the sun, his mane was a torrent of fire, and his mouth was filled with razor-sharp fangs. He let out a roar that shook the foundations of creation, a sound of primal, divine fury. Hiranyakashipu stood frozen. This creature was the first crack in his armor. The demon attacked, throwing every weapon he had, but they were useless against the avatar's skin. Narasimha grabbed the struggling tyrant and dragged him to the doorway. It was twilight. That fleeting moment which is neither day nor night. He sat on the threshold. Neither indoors nor outdoors. He placed the demon on his lap. Neither on the ground nor in the sky. He looked into the eyes of the king who thought he had outsmarted death. Every condition of the boon was met. Narasimha raised his hands. He held no sword, no make, no arrow. He used his claws, which were not weapons, but a part of himself. With a final, bone-chilling roar, he tore the demon king apart, ending the reign of terror in a shower of blood. The tyrant died in a loophole of his own making. The cosmos breathed a relief. But the horror was not over. Narasimha's rage did not subside. Fueled by the demon's blood, his fury intensified, threatening to burn the very universe he had just saved. The gods trembled. Even Brahma and Shiva were too terrified to approach him. Even Lakshmi, his consort, could not calm the divine fire. Brahma realized that the rage unleashed for a devotee could only be calmed by that same devotee. He gently pushed the small, trembling Prahlad forward. The boy walked through the blood and the fire. He was not afraid. He saw only his Lord. He knelt at the terrifying avatar's feet and began to sing. As the prayers filled the air, the blazing fire in Narasimha's eyes softened. The snarl relaxed. The uncontrollable rage melted away, soothed by the innocent devotion of the child. The fierce Ugra Narasimha transformed into a being of peace. He gently lifted Prahlad and blessed him. The balance of the cosmos was restored, not just by power, but by the gentle touch of pure faith. When dharma demands it, Vishnu becomes what the universe needs. Not always the preserver. Sometimes, the destroyer. Narasimha proved that divine love can wear the face of cosmic rage. But this was not Vishnu's only terrifying form. Subscribe to discover the avatars that history has forgotten.